Real Madrid are one of the most prestigious clubs in the world. Ever since their establishment in 1902 as a Madrid football club, Real have been dominating every front consistently over the years. 35 La Liga titles and 29 international trophies, including 13 Champions Leagues and 8 Club World Cups, will probably paint a picture of how impressive they've been in their history. Many legendary players have also been in their ranks, from Santiago Bernabeu in their early years to Karim Benzema today, and since you've requested it, it's time for me to rank them. So without taking too much out of your time, this is Thrones FC, greatest Real Madrid 11 of all time. Goalkeeper, Iker Casillas. World champion with both his club and his national team, while also being considered the best goalkeeper in the world 5 different times, makes any young goalkeeper dream with a career similar to the one of Iker Casillas. Although the man himself believes luck had an immense role in his success, as he benefited from injuries from his teammates to clinch places in the starting 11 of both Real and Spain at a very young age, there's no denying that he absolutely deserved every minute he played. A homegrown talent in the Galacticos era, while many players were bought to improve the team in almost every position, nobody dared to threaten the place of San Iker during the 2000s. Sadly, he had a couple of bad seasons before he left Real Madrid in 2015, but his legacy of 18 trophies won, including 3 Champions League titles, and all the extraordinary saves, are the main thing Real fans will think when you mention Iker Casillas. Right back, Sergio Ramos. For the young viewers, it might be odd to see Sergio Ramos as a right back, but until Mourinho came to the club, this was Ramos' main position on the field. A quick but powerful defender, Ramos joined Real Madrid in 2005 after taking his first steps as a pro player with Sevilla. Just like Casillas, Ramos reached the pinnacle of football with his national team during Spain's golden years, and after his compatriot left the club in 2015, Ramos stepped up and captained the club to one of the most impressive periods in their history, where they conquered 3 consecutive Champions Leagues. Love him or hate him for the occasional dubious foul, he has always been consistent at the top level for almost 20 years and scored some crucial goals along the way. Centre back, Fernando Hierro. One of the biggest icons in Real's history, Hierro was brought from Valladolid as a young prospect. Impetuous in every move, insurmountable in aerial duels, the technical quality to disarm with class, intelligence, and above all, the strange but justified scoring streak of a defensive midfielder who retreated to central defense by the hand of Jorge Valdano in 1994-1995. From that period on, he was considered a father in the Galacticos era, a leader who could organize his peers very efficiently. He left amidst a lot of controversy with President Florentino Perez, but 5 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues are enough to leave a permanent mark in Los Merengues' hearts. Centre back, José Santamaría. An excellent centre back, Santamaría was solid, determined, tactical, and good in aerial duels. The Uruguayan centre back commanded the defense of the Real Madrid team that dominated Europe in the 50s and 60s after being brought from Nacional in 1957. In his first season, he won the League and the European Cup in a final against Milan. To these titles, he later added 4 other La Ligas, 3 European Cups, 1 Intercontinental and 1 Spanish Cup. He played 337 official matches with Madrid in the 9 seasons he stayed at the club. He became a Spanish citizen a year after joining Real and even played with 2 different national teams in 2 different World Cups, Uruguay in 1954 and Spain in 1962. Left back, Roberto Carlos. One of the most difficult choices in this 11, but Roberto Carlos slightly edges past Marcelo for me. Roberto Carlos is undoubtedly one of the most physical players of all time, who in his prime could run 100 meters in 10 seconds and had powerful shots that would reach 140 km per hour. After winning 2 league titles in Brazil and a season with Inter, he transferred to Real Madrid in 1996. He fitted perfectly within the team, having played 11 seasons with Los Blancos, winning many major trophies, in particular 3 European Cup titles. He was also immensely successful with his national team, winning a Confederations Cup, a Copa America and a World Cup. Central midfielder, José Piri. A very versatile player who, despite not being as well known as the other players in this list, is a perfect fit to his midfield. Piri was originally a midfielder but could also play as a defender and makeshift forward, and trust me, he didn't disappoint in any of those positions, even boasting an impressive number of 172 goals scored in his 16 seasons with Real Madrid. Few players have been as committed to Real as he was. Just so you understand that this isn't an understatement, he played the 1971 European Cup final with his arm in a sling, and the 1975 Copa del Rey final with fever and a broken jaw. In his time with Los Blancos, Piri conquered 1 European Cup, 10 La Liga titles and 4 Spanish Cups, while he also won 41 caps for the Spanish national team. Central midfielder, Zinedine Zidane. Simply a football genius who marked an era with his elegance and superb technique. He won everything that there was to win with both club and country and had large influence in all of his triumphs. He was already a world-class player before he joined Real Madrid in 2001, but there was one title missing from his trophy cabinet at the time. Zizou wanted to win the Champions League, and 1 year later he did just that, scoring the decisive goal against Bayer Leverkusen, an absolute magic volley that many consider the best goal of all time. Although he retired in one of the worst ways possible, his legacy speaks for itself, and the streets will remember the class of this generational player. Attacking midfielder, Alfredo Di Stéfano. One of the best players of all time, Di Stéfano could attack, defend, and play well everywhere. At the age of 19, he made his debut at the top level for River Plate, and when he was 21, he won the Argentinian League and was a top scorer in the competition. A general strike in the Argentinian football led him to emigrate to Colombia, where he would triumph playing for Millonarios. After being sought after by both Barça and Real, Di Stéfano eventually signed with the Madrid Giants. He was a leader on and off the pitch, and with him, Los Blancos reached a peak of their footballing glory. 5 European Cups in a row, and what's even crazier is that he scored in every final. His entire career at Real Madrid was full of success. 18 trophies in 11 seasons and 308 official goals made him a symbol of the club and the idol of the fans. Individually, he won the Ballon d'Or in 1957 and 1959 and is currently the only player to ever receive the Super Ballon d'Or. Right winger, Cristiano Ronaldo. CR7 was unveiled at the Santiago Bernabeu on the 6th of July 2009, and since that day, the goals just kept coming. He netted 451 times in 438 competitive appearances with Real Madrid, averaging over a goal a game, and also scored in every competition he participated with Los Blancos. Nobody throughout the club's history has scored as many goals as a Portuguese attacker who boasts an impressive trophy haul as a Real Madrid player that includes 4 Champions Leagues, 3 Club World Cups, and 2 La Ligas, just to name a few. He knew how to reinvent himself, going from a winger into more of a striker role, and spent his prime in the Spanish capital, winning 4 Ballon d'Ors, 3 Golden Shoe Awards, 2 The Best Awards, whilst he was named UEFA Best Player in Europe 3 times and landed the Pichichi crown on 3 occasions. No matter how many good players Real Madrid buys or produces, there won't be a player with the impact Ronaldo had in a long time. Left winger, Paco Gento. 6 European Cups and 12 league titles. He's a record title winner in both competitions and one of the best Spanish and Real Madrid players of all time. Gento had lightning pace, fantastic dribbling skills and perfect accuracy in his crosses. He joined Los Blancos in 1953 and eventually went on to spend 18 seasons and play 600 matches for his beloved club. And as well as his wonderfully successful first period at the club, Gento was even more important on his 6th European Cup, in which he captained a totally Spanish side, the Yeye Madrid, to European glory in 1966. He also has 44 caps for the Spanish national team and played at 2 World Cups. Centre forward, Raul González. With over 700 matches played for Real Madrid, Raul is one of the biggest Los Blancos legends, who conquered 17 titles in 16 seasons with the club. He was an example for everyone, putting in the maximum effort in every game, irrespective of the opponent. He would give it his all, and he was always alert for rebounds. After impressing at youth level, he debuted professionally in October 1994, and a week later, he played his first derby against Atletico Madrid at the Bernabeu, scoring his first goal with a spectacular left foot shot from the edge of the area. Los Merengues were in love with him, and just like that, an amazing career had started. 3 Champions Leagues and 6 La Liga titles in 741 matches with Los Blancos. Although he was never very appreciated by his country, Raul was always respected at Real Madrid. Beckham and Ronaldo came to the club, but the number 7 was always his. Manager, Miguel Munoz. Although Real Madrid have had multiple great coaches in the past, I'm going to go with Miguel Munoz. Munoz won a remarkable 357 matches as Real Madrid manager, and he also won 14 titles including 9 La Liga trophies. And during the 1959-1960 season, he became the first man to win the European Cup as a player and a coach. Munoz then would go on to win the European Cup one more time as head coach, adding to the 3 times he had already won as a player. A Real Madrid legend that definitely deserves to be in this video. And that is it for the video. Here's my full 11 and also the bench. Make sure to leave in the comments your favorite 11 as I read through all of your submissions. Thank you for reaching the end of the video. If you appreciate content like this, maybe you like this video. I'll see you on the next one.